Hey, I'm Launders. I'm here on behalf of Easy Skins. I'm with Device at IEM San Jose. He just played his match against Cloud9. It was a 2-1 victory. Um, you lost the second map on Cash, I believe.
Yeah.
Did you feel confident on that map?
Oh yeah, basically we got off a really bad start as T. We made some misplays and had a lot of ecos, so we didn't get that many rounds. And we should have won the CT pistol as well. We played pretty stupid in the end of that round. So yeah, we felt confident, and then we fell short at the 14-14, and they just played great. So kudos to them as well.
So you had like almost a 10-round win streak, right?
Yeah.
Leading up to that point. When you're coming back from such a deficit, what's the hardest part about that when you know you're getting close to the end, but you're winning all these rounds?
I think actually it becomes easier the closer you get. Until the part where it gets to 14-14, because then they have to do something unpredictable. You can't really change your game style because you already played basically all of your CT strats in the 10 rounds you won in a row. So they will change something, and you will need to play the setup that matches what they're going to play. So that's the hard part. But as you build up the comeback, you gain a lot of communication boost and motivation boost, and you're pretty hyped.
So you just start wondering what they're gonna do. What's that crazy thing you're gonna try? So what does Karrigan do in that situation? I feel like he's on that same mindset, right? Like maybe we have to change something, or
at CT it's basically all of us contributing. He's more the T leader in the start of the round to be you can say it like that. We all contribute a lot, and me and Cajun, especially on Cash, are the runner guys. He roams around B and I roam around A, so it's us that decide what we're going to do in the rounds and speak together with Karrigan and the other guys about it. So it's the whole team that talks about it and not just Karrigan.
In this series, you had pretty good performance overall. I think you led in terms of stats, for whatever that's worth.
Yeah.
At Cluj, you had a bit of a worse performance in the series versus NIP. In particular. In my opinion, it looked like, not that NIP didn't play well, but that you guys lost to yourselves.
I mean, yeah, speaking about Cluj is pretty hard because, as a lot of pros already said, the setup wasn't really that great, and yeah, I don't want to blame it at that because that's just silly, but I think all 5 on the team underperformed in the best of 3, and I mean, it's 2 maps, it happens sometimes, and when you play great, it's good, but the bad days exist, and it's just a shame that it was that day, but I feel like we can show that it was just a fluke and we're actually still a top team.
Right. Let's just touch on that one more time. At Cluj, people said you was favorite to win. You had this long win streak coming up to the major. You guys probably felt pretty confident, right? You're beating everybody online. I mean, you did have tough times against NIP, so it's not completely just a choke, as some people would like to say. Yeah. But was there some truth to the claims, like when Thorin would say, "Oh, TSM choke in the semis," or when people would say, "Oh, we can expect them to choke now"? Is that just is it happenstance when you lose in those situations? Is it nerves?
I wouldn't say. People like to claim things on behalf of the team, and when people say we choke, I would agree if it was 2014, but not in this year. I think it's just silly to say that because it would be the same as saying every time Real Madrid loses a match they choke. No, they just have a bad day, and it happens in every aspect of every sport. And it's hard to just state it as a joke every time, and people keep doing it, and it is you don't really feel the nerves anymore. You just lost the game because you played poorly and they played better.
So what's changed for you this year? It's just been a strong year overall. Apart from that major result, which you still went far in that tournament, only lost one series. What's changed most for you guys? Why most teams fear you right now?
I think a lot of our strength is that we stick together a long time now. We always had that issue of changing players because CS wasn't that great for people living in Scandinavia in terms of how much you earn and stuff, and now you're actually able to live with it. And me, Sibix, Karrigan actually finished school this year, so we have been full-time on CS, and not my whole 2014 was sleeping 4 or 5 hours a day and going to school 8 to 3, and then I go home, have 2 hours, and then I play practice or official games, and then I sleep, and so I have to go to school. So that was pretty rough, at least for me, and I think it changed a lot when I have freedom to do whatever I want now.
Right. On Dust too, there's like a round specifically that I remember. I think it was Zippix came out long and then sprayed Shroud down through a smoke. And that same round, you went up Cat and you ran all the way around to Plat.
Yeah.
Did you know Skadoodle was going to be moving over to help at long? Was it part of the strat to bring the attention along first?
So I called to Karrigan that I was going to go fast short, and I made the call. So
Out of spawn?
we had Dupree and Cajun ready to go B fast, because I actually thought when Civics made noise at long, either he would hear them shooting and he got a kill, which was even better. And if they boosted down in mid, he would be alone or B would be clear. So they could go easy B if they shot me in mid and I got the free short A side. So we basically changed the strat because I got A side. It wasn't really a part of the plan, I guess, but we had a plan for every aspect that could have happened in that round.
So in the freeze time of that round, did you have like a spawn for a fast cat, or did you did you suggest that you go up cat fast, or you thought that'd be an opening?
It's not more like suggestion wise. You just on Dust 2ST, I have I always go fast cat, and I just say to Karrigan, I just say I'm gonna do this round. It's not like suggestions. If we call something in a team, he listens and just gives us permission or whatever we want. It's not like even giving permission, you have the right to do it. So when you have a read, he believes that you have a read. So.
All right, that sounds like a good thing about an IGL, right? To be flexible, believe in your players. And I guess that brings me to something that I want to talk about for a long time that I never really got a chance to talk to you about. When FeTiSh called for you, you guys had just a really horrible time on T side.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic time on CT side and a horrible time on T side. Why does that happen to a team? How do you have like amazing CT sides but can't figure out T side?
At that time, basically our T side was just some pretty basic standard goes and just a standard play at every round. So every time we lost the game, we had the discussion post match, and he would just say, "Oh, we didn't hit our shots." So it was pretty much the same, and he was a good leader and he taught us a lot, but he wasn't that innovative as Karrigan was and fast-paced. As CT, we basically played the same style we play now. We are pretty free to do whatever we want to at CT, and like G2 and Envy, I don't think we rely that much on IGL and CT. People can call what they want and people play how they want, and we just match the play styles together that well that we just know what our teammates are going to do, and we position ourselves in order to be strongest, and that was the same thing in Dignitas.
So if you had to say one thing, the strongest aspect of your team compared to other teams, what would you say is what you guys are best at?
It's hard to say, right? Because we're a mix. Envy is raw aim and not that much strategy, and you have teams like Navi that are total strategy and not that much raw aim. And I think us and Fnatic are basically the mix between that, that two parts of the game that are the bigger parts. So there's no really we don't have that one strength that really determines if we are good or not, and that's what I think makes us a good team.
A good balance, good flexibility. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I appreciate the insight, man.
No worries.
I think it's stuff a lot of people don't get to hear, and good luck in your match tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah.